Hi everyone, it's Mrs Merricks here from Newtown. Missing you all. I hope you're all getting on with your home learning. Now, as you may be aware, as part of our curriculum project day, we want you to get involved in some fun projects you can do at home. The project I'm going to introduce to you today is a science one, and I want to show you what you can do at home with eggs. Eggs are very, very exciting things. Now, my project is going to find out how can an egg float. Right, I'm going to show you a few things I've got in my kitchen that will help you do this experiment. Okay, so for this experiment, how to make an egg float, you obviously need eggs. It doesn't matter what size they are. You also need some glasses with water in. Please be careful with glass. Always ask an adult to help, or maybe you could use plastic ones. It just helps that we can see through them. And you also need some salt. Okay, for the first part of my experiment, how to make an egg float, let's see, let's predict. Do you think this egg will float inside my water glass? Let's find out. Oh, what's happened? Yes, it's sunk. It's sunk to the bottom. Now, I really want my egg to float, so I'm going to try and use some table salt. Excuse me a minute. Here's my salt. I'm going to add a little bit. Just a little bit of salt. Right, let's see if this works. Predict, do you think this egg will float? Oh, it's sunk again. This time, let's try a lot of salt. Will my egg sink or float? Can you see that? Can you see that through the glass? My egg is floating with quite a bit of salt in there. Now, have a discussion. Why do you think that happens? Can you explain why the egg is floating? Okay, so the next part of my experiment is a little bit trickier. What I'd like you to try and do, if you have these objects at home, I'd like you to fill a container or glass with white vinegar. Now, I don't think I have got any white vinegar in my cupboard, but traditional vinegar that you get from the supermarket will be absolutely fine. Just get permission first. I'm going to fill my glass with white vinegar, and when I have enough that I know my egg is going to be covered, carefully drop the egg inside. Wow! Now, I'd like you to try and leave that egg for a couple of days. It might smell a little bit, but try and leave the egg in the glass covered in vinegar for 2 days. Afterwards, can you carefully rinse the egg? So give it a little wash under the tap, and you need to rub the shell gently. Leave for another day in the vinegar. Now, if some shell remains, then you can rinse it off again. Once the shell is removed, try and bounce the egg. Drop the egg carefully, take it outside so there's no mess, and drop it from quite a low height. You should find that the egg will bounce up from the surface. I'd love to see your results on this one.